Welcome back. It is day 205 of our road to 2200. We're at 2038. I just finished up getting my bike license course finished up, so now I just got to find a bike and write the written test, and we're going to be on the road, which is pretty cool. But um usually weekends are for me to recover, and I do not feel recover. I'm beat, man. I am so tired right now. And now it's Sunday that I'm recording this. It's going to come out Monday because, I suck. Anyways, um, yeah, I'm tired. This week's going to be really hard. And hopefully that does not show in the chess, but we shall see. Anyways, we have a London system on the board. They finally took here. I guess I can't really play this, so maybe that was their idea. I'm just going to bring out the bishop. Maybe we'll trade here. Okay, but now I can play this. Because takes, we would take the queen. So yeah, now we can take the full center. We're going to win our pawn back. And life should be pretty good. I'm assuming, oh, they go for that. So they're trying to remove a defender here. But I think I can play e4. Here, I take, they take. I mean, they're trying to win this pawn, which is quite obvious. I'm just wondering how I should protect it, because I could go back. This pawn is protected, so I could play here, giving it another defender. Or I could take and just push d4. I don't really want to push d4 though. d4 takes. I'm left with an isolated pawn, which is no bueno in my books. I guess I could also play here, but then this pawn's... No, this doesn't do anything. We need the knight to protect, obviously. Here, they push, I take. Captures. They take, I take. The problem is d5. So I think we go bishop e6. Let's just hold on to the pawn. They can destroy the pawn structure if they wish. Okay, but they decide not to. They're just going to give me the pawn. Oh, they want to win this pawn. Okay, they really are just trying to win the pawns, I guess. So if I take here, they take, and take. I could step up with the queen. Protect the pawn. That makes some sense to me. But it destabilizes this. So I guess maybe we're going to have to play e4. Knight goes here. Yeah, honestly, I'm just very annoyed. Can I go here? No, probably not. Just takes. I guess I could go here. Takes. This is pinned. Okay, let's go for this. They can't take because then I win the bishop, obviously. Oh, yeah, of course. So they're going to take there, and then they're going to take here. You absolute buffoon. Maybe I jump in. Knight takes. Or I can just go here. I mean, I'm also using way too much time right now, though. I could also just protect. They want to damage the pawn structure. I mean... Okay. Let's just protect this. Bring a rook, protect this, because I don't really want to move the queen. I want to build a take, but they decide to trade. Okay. Fair enough. And I guess I'll just go here. They definitely have a better endgame, but It is what it is. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Do I castle and play king over, or do I just play here and put the king on e7? I think rook g8 makes more sense. Queen here is probably the move, which I definitely should have been aware of, but it's what it is. Okay, rather they go there. Takes here. No, I like this. I like this. This is exactly the kind of play that I like. Maybe we sacrifice the pawn to bring the queen over. If they commit stuff like this, their light squares become ultra weak. I'm gonna push d4, just opening up the route for my queen. It also stops the queen from coming to h5, which is something I was a little bit worried about. Yeah. Okay, now let's come here. And my other plans just involve like king e7. Okay. King e7 check. I can play c5. Check. Bishop d7. There's going to be a rook here, though. I could try to go for something like this as well. Maybe we just move the queen. Let's put the queen here. You probably have to commit something like this. I guess you could offer a queen trade. No. Oh, you can do that. For sure. Probably takes. We obviously don't trade. Takes, they're going to take here. Okay, let's take this. They can have this pawn if they wish. Sure. Now let's bring our rook up. And I mean, the light squares are ultra, ultra, ultra weak. So that's what I got to play for. I wish the knight was not there. So maybe I can play here. Can I take? It might be a little bit dangerous, but I actually think taking is perfectly fine. I can always come back here. There's no check with the knight. That was very key, by the way, which I did look at. But now we might be threatening like rook d8 and that kind of stuff. Question is, where do I want to put my queen? I'd like to stay on the light squares because the light squares are weak. So I think I'm going to play queen c2. Probably rook's going to get involved. This is covered. Also have 3 minutes now. Shoving the pawn forward could be good, but it's not possible right now. Okay. But what about just rook d8? Oh, check. Yeah, I definitely, yeah, okay. I blundered, mate. Shoot. I completely overlooked that. Opponent played with a 76. I played with a 61. We just got outplayed the entire game. Our center was just collapsing. They won a pawn. Then our pawn structure is worse. It's just +3. I tried for some counterplay, but unfortunately, yeah, we needed to do something. I don't know, probably go back, or we needed to, yeah, we were just cooked. Whatever. Let's play another one. We got Mr. Chillmaster. 2008. Crazy, crazy. Let's go ahead and play d5 against d4. Queen's Gambit. We're going to decline. Knight out. We play the Jawinski. Best, well, the right way to take is to take. Some people won't play like that, but okay. Whenever this pawn moves, we want to get our bishop out. Yeah, okay, let's get our bishop out. We control this diagonal. And, I mean, if they take, we just take, obviously. We're going to play, like, c6. Bring the knight maybe here. Just be very, very solid. They might actually play queen here, yeah. And I'm just going to allow them to damage my pawn structure and win a pawn. With, like, what? Without even thinking. Yeah, they just take. That was a little bit silly willy. So it's just one of those days. I don't know what to tell you. Takes with the queen. Takes with the queen. Okay, let's kick the queen away. This is protected. Please hang your queen. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's try to tilt this guy. Let's just play really quick or something. I don't know. I'm just losing. Doesn't matter. Bring the bishop back. Attack the queen. Takes. I mean, their king's getting exposed if they take with the pawn. It moves like this, but then checks. Well, knight here. Check, bishop back. Could be an idea. Maybe, yeah, let's include this move. It's tempo the queen. You can't take because I take your queen. And then if check, well, no, check's not possible. I'm an idiot. Queen here, we can move the bishop out of danger. Knight's protected by the bishop and the queen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, this feels interesting. I mean, I have a couple of options. I could even kick the queen away if I wanted. I don't really think that achieves anything. Let's just go along this diagonal. I could have put the bishop on g4, but then the queen has to always be protecting it. So I didn't like that. We're not threatening check because there's bishop takes protecting. But if the bishop were not there, we would be threatening a tactic to win the queen. Just noticing the little discoveries like that can improve your chess a lot. Bishop up. Bishop up, okay. Yeah, let's play rook to g8. We attack this pawn. And if castles, because that's what they want to do, obviously. Maybe we play like bishop here. Bishop to d6 is probably going to be the way. More than likely. They'd be insane to castle this way, I feel like. I mean, maybe not, but the king would be here, cut off. Okay, they decide to go there, so I can stop them from castling just altogether. That move feels wrong. Let's put our bishop here. Are they going to go back? If you go back, I mean, okay. Go ahead. It'd be funny if they played bishop here. I'm going to quickly play bishop to d6 because if they capture, we don't actually have this tactic. I thought, oh, I'm an idiot. But we can take with the queen, of course. It's fine. Knight's protected by the bishop, so. Do I go back. There's this. So probably just king f8. Or do I go king? No, that would lose everything. I think we just play king f8. I think king f8, we're just chilling. Chilling like a villain. And I want to launch the pawn forward. We want to try and... Oh, really? That's very, very bold, I must say. Now, bishop here is very, very tempting. Just to cut the king off. And, you know, this is quite a sight. So we're going to play bishop to f5. Without even thinking. Let's keep that king cut off. And my next move is probably going to be b5, b4 is what I'm going to try and play, I think. Knight comes there. Yeah, of course. But we just slide back. You can't come in. But now I can't play this because the knight here is going to be insanely annoying. Okay, I want to do some funny business here. Can't I just go here? No, you dummy. I've got to have something here. Like, knight here, push. I take. Knight here is definitely a move. Knight a4. We attack this knight, and if takes, they can't play here because the bishop controls. They can play this here, but we would take this with check, double check, but... So you gotta protect the knight probably, and then we can apply more pressure using the bishop. First attack me. Very interesting. Can I push? Actually, wait. Takes, check king here. Then I would... wait. Takes. I take this with check. I take a knight. They take my queen. I take their queen. With check, they take my knight. I take the bishop. So I think I can just capture. They don't have any checks with the queen. Okay, should work out. We just took a piece. If they go here, I can capture, of course. And they can't play this. So they'd have to play knight back. In which case I can just... No, I can't go here because of the bishop. Maybe then I'll play king to g7. With the intention of sacking a rook, takes, and then takes. Yeah, they just capture. So takes, knight there, we can't play this. We do have check, king here, and checkmates. How about that? Okay. We take those. We take that, baby. Let's go. Okay, we played a really bad game, and then this one was also bad, but we kept fighting. GG to my opponent. Let's take a look at that. I don't like this game. I definitely did not play this how I should have, but my opponent made some mistakes, and we were able to capitalize. So they played with a 77. I played with a 63, or they played with a 63. I played with a 70. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Okay, Let's just look at the bishop out. We probably just play something like, I don't know, c6 or something. C6. Yeah, it's top move. Yeah, of course. Dummy. They didn't push the pawn. Like, I know in lines, if they go here, you want to meet this so that they can't bring the bishop out, stopping your bishop from really having squares. But, anyways, yeah. They just straight up win a pawn from the get-go. Completely winning. But we create some counterplay here. And then this was a mistake, but we missed an opportunity with rook g4. That's a very nice move. Fair enough. And then castles, yeah, I kind of thought the castles was wrong, but it's not wrong for the reason I thought, apparently. We should play here. But I didn't want to go here because I just thought they were going to play like bishop g2 and improve their bishop. So that's why I didn't do that. Knight there. And yeah, I just saw some alignments here with the king and queen. Huge blunder because of knight takes. And then taking, yeah, it's just mate in 3. King can only go here and checkmates. So let us go. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.